This is the
Tiredly
stream.
saying-
Hello. Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome to the Dungeons and Dragons one shot of us
We just
tiredly
tiredly
memeing.
say memes. We tiredly say memes.
Tiredly saying-
7 years ago, I fucked a cactus.
Why would you do that now? No,
Now
why
you
would
might
you
be
do something?
asking yourself.
Okay.
Yes, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
You're forgetting the record scratch. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
What kind of die should I use this time?
I'm
Do I
using my
want to
metal
use...
I'm using my metal babies. Because I got really good rolls during my Hitoshi flying ship game, and I'm not giving that up.
I'm debating between my Frangelico dice, my Molly Muck dice, which is not official Molly Muck dice, I want to point out. They're just what I call them because that's what the colors are, and I like it.
Fancy.
It's very fancy. Or my Critical Role dice,
Mmm.
which are the official Wild Mount dice, and you should totally get them because they're very, very pretty.
You'll have to send me the link for that because I'm in the market for more dice.
Absolutely. I'll do that.
Constantly in the market for more dice.
I will
Thank
send
you,
you a link.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see which one's the lucky one.
Let me get
It's the Frangelico dice.
scouts. Oh yeah, last time Scout left bleeding.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wasn't feeling so good, so we went back to check her.
Oh,
See if she was doing okay.
she's okay. Am I back to full health or?
Yes, we have done a long rest.
Okay.
Treep and Brandy may have done some things during that long rest, but you know.
You know what? That's fair.
I'm gonna go and check on Scout, see how she's doing.
Oh, thanks. She's finally awake. She's just like laying there staring at the ceiling, like wide-eyed, like what just happened?
Brandy's just gonna boop her nose, like, boop. Morning.
What happened?
You left when you were hurting real bad, and we took care of the rest, and we came back to check up on you.
Wait, what? She like lifts the blanket and she sees like bandages all over herself. Oh, right.
You feeling okay?
Well, I mean, I think I lost a lot of blood, so it was all kind of a blur.
I mean, that's fair.
Thanks for helping me.
You're welcome. Come on, let's get you something to eat.
Mm-hmm. And she will get up and she will follow, Brandy.
Yee. Alright, so what we got cooking, Captain?
The captain isn't cooking.
Oh, who's cooking?
It is the
Do I
other
have to cook
person.
again?
No, it's the other person on the ship. You know the one.
I am not changing my statement.
I will keep...
What do we
I'm
got
not-
cooking, Captain?
I'm not rescinding the statement, fuck you.
Whose name I can't remember for
Good
the
job.
moment because
Professional.
No,
Professional
Boone's like,
DM right here.
Boone is
Mhm.
like, I totally remember this person's name as he's like going through his notes. I totally remember that this person's name is...
No, I've had that moment too. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I have as well.
There have been certain characters in my campaign where I'm just like, yes, I too remember the wonderful being that was
you know the
yeah,
Sanrial.
that
That was her name.
Yes.
Sanrial. You know the
Yes.
one. Sanrial,
Love her.
the lady with the crazy hair, and who's hella
Yeah.
strong.
fuck her sometimes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
You know what I said?
Wait, what?
I know what I said.
But do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Zanriel is the... Okay, so Treep's the fucking captain, but what I'm doing is cooking burgers.
Uh-huh. I know what I said.
Fuck off.
Oh, you like me.
You know what I said.
I know what you said, and you like me.
Whatever.
It's good to see you back up on your feet, Druid.
Good morning, Nash.
Nash will nod.
Troop comes out
Also,
of his room after getting himself properly ready with...
Also, my name is Scout. Not Druid.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
hard
people-
for someone to have courtesy, apparently.
Yeah, people have names, fuckface.
It's just so difficult. It's so hard to address someone by their actual name.
I'm not, like, exaggerating. Your face looks like fuck.
Meanwhile, Nash is just like, what is this fuck that you speak of?
His eyes are just narrowed. Just narrowed his eyes at you guys.
So, in any case, we got rid of the welcoming committee that was at the front door. Now we just need to head inside and see what's in there.
Well, let's just hope that your bleeding didn't chum the water.
Sanriel throws a burger at Brandy's head.
Yay, food fight!
And then throws a burger at Scout.
Can I catch
Food
it?
fight, food fight, food fight.
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh,
First roll of the game.
13. Do I catch the Borgar?
You try to catch it,
Oh.
and it you almost catch it, but it manages to hit you in the face.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
She also throws a burger at Nosh.
I think Nash was standing there already eating a burger.
She throws another burger at you then. How you know she's not just throwing another burger at you? Because you're a big boy.
Food fight, food fight, food fight.
Alright, then let me roll a dex thing. Just fucking embarrass me already.
Yeah, okay.
We do it because we love you.
Straight dexterity check.
Yes.
That's not how this one is rolled. That'll you.
Oh.
13.
Again, you're about on the same level of Scout, almost catching it.
Hey, you don't feel too bad. Everyone got hit in the face with a burger today.
And she throws one. And she throws one at Trip. Trip just is nonplussed by any of this.
It just bounces off his face.
It just hits him in the side of the face. He just has this deadpan look. He looks over to Sanriel. And Sanriel just smiles innocently.
Hey, tree. Hey, tree.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. So, he cleans himself off. And Sanriel's like, "What? You're not gonna eat?" It's like, "I already ate."
He's a frog.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing today?
The same
Yeah,
thing we
never
do
got-
every night, Pinky.
But my name's not Pinky.
Plan for the
You
sequel
heard
and
me.
then try to take over the world.
Not necessarily in that order.
GG.
GG, Nori.
Treep is, Brandy, you can very easily, well, everybody can easily identify how embarrassed Treep is getting. Not for himself, but for everyone around him.
So, Treep, we heading back down there?
Yes, we know where the entrance is, and as long as they're not actively pursuing us, then it should be easy to get in.
That would be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
They have an army they have an army waiting at the front door.
What's the worst that could happen?
We could bleed out in the deepest depths of the ocean, and no one will ever know where we are.
Yeah, that thing.
Well, if we bleed enough, at least we could attract a pretty big shark.
I would prefer not to, thank you.
That doesn't exactly help.
You know, I was trying to be peppy and you know, give everybody like a fuck yeah, let's do this kind of attitude, but fuck, guys.
I almost bled out in the ocean.
And you did the right thing by running off and you know, getting some help.
I mean,
Yeah, if they have an army down there, then most likely that's what we'll do. Wait
Well,
for
out
things
of
to die down
character.
and then go back.
out of character real quick. Scarly, do you still have those potions that I gave you?
I believe I do, yes.
Okay.
By the way, the potions were really fantastic in helping us. Thank you very much for letting me borrow them.
Thank you. Did you use any of them?
Yes, I did. I used one regular potion of healing and one potion of greater healing.
Okay, so alright, so I have one potion of healing, one potion of greater healing, and one elixir of death left. May I require my potions back?
Yes, you may.
Alright,
Thank you for letting me use them.
Ah, you're welcome. An old family recipe. And she takes the potions and she puts them in her bag.
All right.
So, you guys head down into the water. Everyone has their means of water breathing.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys head down towards the entrance, and I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Not very good. 10.
Perception. Ooh, my perception is +8.
Neat.
25. 25 for me.
All right. Brandy, Nosh, you guys don't see anything. As you're approaching the entrance, Scout, you haven't seen this entrance before, but you notice how because it's almost like there's a waterfall under the water. Basically a point where the water just stops, and it kind of looks like a waterfall from the inside of the waterfall, as it were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I get
but
Randy and Nosh's attention.
hang on. But you do notice that there appear to be some strings along that entryway.
Oh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to talk underwater or not?
You turn into an animal, right?
Yes.
Then what languages do you speak?
I speak a lot of languages. I speak Common, Elvish, Aquan, Draconic,
Yes.
Druidic. And...
That's all I needed. Yes. Aquan
Okay.
was all I needed.
Okay. Yes, I will relay this information to Brandy and Nosh that it looks like
And
there's
Treep,
a waterfall.
because Treep came down with you.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
and Treep. It looks like there's a waterfall under the water, but there's some kind of strings around it. So it could be a trap.
Troop is going to point out that those were not there before.
Does that
Oh dear, sounds like they're expecting us.
Well, we did just butcher 3 of their guys, so...
I mean,
Aye,
you butchered them, not me.
fair.
You're absolved of this complete catastrophe. It's okay. It's fine.
Uh,
Fair.
If they're magic in nature, I may be able to do something about them.
If they're not, maybe I could too.
Well, if they're not, it'd be very easy to do something about them. All we'd have to do is cut the wires.
perhaps.
I take it you
Check and see
got
if there's anything. Yeah, check.
Magic,
Let me look at my spells.
because I have a means of dispelling magic, just in case you were wondering.
I don't know if my control water spell would come in handy for this situation, though.
Yeah, the only thing that would really do is like move water.
Shnikes.
Aw, geez, Scoob.
Oh, gee.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh man, Rick.
We're in a pick.
Look,
We're
you
in a
leave
big water.
you leave Knick Knack out of this, okay?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Well, shoot. Can I go up there and strike one of the strings with my scimitar to test it?
You can certainly try.
I'm very terrified that this is a terrible idea, but no one is stopping me.
I mean, we could have Treep look over and see if there's anything magical with this whole,
Wait a second. Wait.
Yeah, I was about to say looking before you do something is an option.
Do I have it? Come on. Shoot, I thought I had detect magic. I have locate object. That's dumb.
Okay, so just
But-
for the record here, because I am a wizard, I do have the detect magic ritual and the spell dispel magic.
How long will the
Then it
ritual
sounds
take to
like-
cast?
About 10 minutes, I think. Treep also has ritual
Yeah.
casting.
Do we have 10 minutes to spare?
I think we've got plenty of time.
As long as I don't
We're not
know
in
we're
any hurry.
here.
So, Treep, you want to do the ritual or should I?
I don't have detect magic.
Okay then, I'll just start with the ritual. Let me know if something starts sneaking up behind us.
Okay.
I could keep a lookout.
So, you guys go ahead and roll perception. Tell you what, who's taking the first watch while he's doing this?
I can.
Who's taking the only watch? Because it's 10 minutes.
Uh,
We don't need multiple watches.
You said perception. You said perception, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be me. I have +8 to my perception.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Ha.
Do the do.
21.
Yes. Oh,
21.
21?
What do I see?
You do see that it seems to be a very calm day on the seas, and no one seems to be approaching you guys, which is good.
Phew. This is very good.
It's very good.
Much good.
If you'd have failed, I'd have you think that if you'd have failed, I would have had like you think that like some kind of seaweed or some shit is attacking.
Scout roll for initiative. Seaweed goes first.
Seaweed goes first. It uses splash, but it does nothing.
It has no effect. It's not very effective.
Nothing happened.
But
Okay.
nothing happened.
So I take it that the Batman cowl is cowled, and the maracas are shook, and the detect magic is cast as a ritual.
Yes. Batman maracas, yes.
Yes.
We are good.
Yes. So that's detect magic. What do I say?
These traps are not magical in nature. However, when you look, if you look inside, you do see that there is some writing like along the top and bottom ledges that does appear to have some sort of magic to it.
Ooh.
A potentially illusory script, perhaps, or just regular script, and I can't see because it's behind the effing underwater waterfall.
That could also be what's preventing the water from going into the
thing, yeah. See,
yes.
that
into the
one
thing.
also seems fairly likely. Well, fuckers, it's been fun, but we're gonna get our distance, and you're going to trigger these traps, alright? Puckers looks defeated and just
Oh.
swims over and is ready to disarm the traps once we get... Well, to trigger the traps once we get our distance.
Poor fuckers.
So you're going to have him trigger the traps.
That is what the familiar is going to do, because if
Wait,
it's
isn't that
triggered,
gonna alert people to us?
it might.
Oh
What?
dear.
That's a narrow entryway. This
I
is
mean,
not out of open water,
sure,
and I'm a
yeah.
wizard.
Right. Yeah, sure. But what if there was a chance that I could actually disable the traps?
Is there?
I could certainly try.
Will it cost you anything to do it?
Not really.
Because I can just cast Find Familiar again, and Pluckers can do this as many times as necessary.
I mean, it's not gonna cost me too much to really try, but if I fuck up, then pull me out of the way.
Now, see, that's where I have a problem with it. Pluckers is not expendable, but he is replaceable.
Puckers just looks very upset.
Oh,
Puckers.
stop it, you cephalopod! You're a familiar. You'll come back.
Pucker just has this look of existential
Okay,
crisis on-
first of all, it already takes you an hour to make that familiar.
We're not waiting an hour.
We don't
Here.
have to. I can always blow a first level spell slot if we need them again.
It still takes an hour.
I can go over with Brandy and pull him out of the way if something happens.
No, see, that's just putting two people in danger.
I can pull Brandy out of the way.
Okay,
If
now
you're
that's...
sure.
It doesn't really change the number of people then. I'm saying that I have a familiar, and triggering traps is one of the generally accepted practices of familiar use.
Yes, but what if we don't
Yeah,
need to
but
Yes, but please don't traumatize the poor baby anymore. He already looks very upset. that
triggering
he's
the trap could
replaceable.
be triggering the trap could do nothing but create further danger though. Familiar or not.
I'd like to avoid that. So, with the captain's permission, I would like to possibly try and disable this trap.
Right, well then, I'm outvoted, clearly. Hookers, hang out with Scout for a bit. I'm just going to sit back here and watch all this unfold.
Why not, if you're really concerned about the danger, why not have Puckers be ready to pull Brandy out?
Because he's just a little octopus. He ain't gonna have the strength to get you far with his little...
You'd be surprised at what kind of strength tentacles actually have.
Look, he's a familiar.
Scarlet did it
He
for
can
the
barely carry
tentacles.
10 pounds.
Confirmed. Yes, I did watch the video.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's a familiar. They ain't exactly super strong.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try with the knowledge that someone's going to pull me out.
Treep is going to hold up a finger. It's like, hang on just a second. And you know what he can do? It's like, well, I can fix the fact that it's only a small octopus, if I may.
That's not gonna. Don't go blowing any spells on Puckers right now.
You were gonna blow a spell to bring him back if he failed.
That was not what I was gonna do. I was gonna use a spell slot to bring him back if he died. Because he's a familiar.
Regardless.
Replaceable.
Let him be reckless. He's the captain. He's in charge.
Just disarm the traps if you think that's what you need to do.
Captain, do your thing.
Treep. So wait, are you wanting him to do what he was going to do to Puckers?
Yes. Because I think I know where you're going with this, and I like the idea.
I know where you're going with this, and I know that it's only going to have a limited application.
It's going to have a limited application for the application we need it for.
In any case,
now you guys are the players. If you don't agree with this,
Puckers big? It's just Puckers disarming the trap, isn't it?
what changes is Pucker's ability to be able to pull Brandy out if we want Brandy to disable it.
in case I fail in doing so and I end up triggering the trap as opposed to disabling it, then Puckers can pull me out of the way because he's bigger and stronger and, you know, has more reach.
Whatever you guys want to do, go ahead and do it.
Okay, cool. We're going to do that. So, with that being said, with the knowledge that Puckers is at this point enlarged, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try my sleight of hand. Ah, no! Fucking fell out of my freaking hands! Ah!
It's cocked. It's cocked. Reroll it. It's cocked. It's cocked.
It's a 5.
Mother.
It's a 5.
Uh-huh. Does Puckers pull me out of the way?
So, you guys hear a somewhat muffled, like, loud clanging sound inside.
Oh,
At that point, Puckers pulls you out of the way.
Thank you!
Just does it, huh?
And, well, do you want him to do it?
Go for it.
I've already
Go
done
for
it, so it's too late.
Do you want Puckers to pull Brandy out of the way when you hear the sound?
Hey, if you're saying that he does, then he does.
I'm asking you, since it's your familiar.
Well, that was the idea.
Okay, if that was the...
I just figured I'd have to roll a check for it because that sounds like the kind of thing that might need a check, which is why I was initially opposed to the plan in the first place, because he's a familiar and he's going to have a pulling capacity no matter what.
Doesn't actually... Can take other actions as normal, but it can't attack. Like, changing its size does change its pulling capacity. Don't argue with me on that.
I'm not. It would make no sense to.
Well, it sounded like you were.
I'm not arguing.
Anyway!
Anyway.
So I get pulled out of the way. What the fuck happened?
You guys hear the sound. Would anyone like to attempt... you guys don't hear anything yet, but I want you to roll perception real quick.
Okay.
Lucky me.
Oh,
Ooh.
now I get a natural 20.
Man, that was so close to getting a nat 20. 19, 20,
18.
27.
You all see that there appear to be some people heading towards the entrance.
Oh no. We
hide. Hide. Hide.
Go, go, go.
Yeah,
go, go.
the point of the perception was to see if you guys see it in time to be able to make a stealth, to be able to hide.
Hey, stealth, shoot.
Motherfucker!
Oh no! Oh no, that's bad. I got a 4.
I got a 4 as well.
This is bad.
So I got a 12 altogether. Fuck.
This is bad. I am a sitting duck.
And so 12 altogether for Brandy, 4 for Scout. Nosh, are you attempting stealth?
You know what? No.
No?
Oh no.
Instead, I am going... how big is the entrance?
About 15 feet wide.
Okay, so a size huge creature would be cramped in there.
Yes.
I wonder if that would apply to my 8th level spell. Illusory Dragon.
Ooh.
Because it can't take any damage. And it will just hang out there for the full minute. But it can do damage as well. So I'm thinking that I just summon that illusory dragon in the entrance and just have it start fucking people up in that tight enclosed space.
Interesting.
Because it's just made of shadow stuff.
I am all for this plan.
I like this plan as well.
If this is a good distraction to save Scott's behind, then heck yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not getting away. Nope.
Saving behinds? This is about killing shit.
Yes, but I would
With a
prefer not
giant
to be
fuck-off
killed.
dragon.
Yes, but I would prefer to not be among those that are killed.
Aye, that's a fair sentiment, especially seeing as you're in me party. Oh, by the way,
Thank you.
illusory dragon!
Might I recommend that if you're casting a spell, that your
Called
verbal
Illusory
component,
Dragon.
called Illusory Dragon, that your... It doesn't require verbal components anyway.
Yeah, no, it's strictly somatic, but you know what? How about this? I pull out a card with a blue eyes white dragon on it, and I cast that.
You know what?
Blue eyes white dragon!
Don't tempt me to make a wizard school for that.
Wait, Boone, you kind of already do have a wizard school.
Oh my god.
I can make a subclass of Runeseeker that uses cards!
White lightning!
Oh my god.
Okay, so...
Okay, so this shit just happened.
So... The 6 CLs that are there... all need to make wisdom saves.
Each creature in the cone must make an intelligence saving throw, taking 7d6.
That's...
Thank you.
When the illusion appears,
Right.
they have to make wisdom saves.
Yeah, just got to that bit.
All right. Well, they do have a bit of an ability. Where's my dice roller on here? Because I don't want to pull out my actual.
Pardon me.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 17.
All right, first one passes. Second one fails. Third one passes. Fourth one fails. So thus far, you're firing at 50%. And you said 17, right?
Yep.
Alright, fifth one passes. And last one fails. So half of them know it's fake.
Well, the wisdom saving throw is just to see if they're frightened by it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, to see if they're frightened. My bad.
Yeah.
So, what damage type do you choose when you create the dragon?
Well, I've already committed to the blue eyes white dragon bit, so,
So, lightning.
damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your 7d6 while I'm rolling the int saves.
That'll be 26.
26. Okay. That's 2 fails. 3 fails. 4 fails. 5 fails. And 6 fails.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Luckily, they're not too terribly weak. Of dudes. But that's still some decent damage.
Yes.
Especially for like the first turn of a spell that's going to still be active.
Well, plus side, at least the entrance is blocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the illusion is tangible due to the shadow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because I figured you're going to ask, it's an investigation check against my spell save DC to determine whether or not it is an illusion. And all
Right.
that does for anybody who passes is give them advantage on saving throws against its breath.
Nice.
So the blue eyes white dragon's gonna start crawling its way in.
So during we're technically in initiative, but it's just gonna go dragon then sea elves. So I'm not gonna bother like doing a roll because we can just go back and forth with that. Dragon has done its turn.
Yeah, you can't even fight the dragon.
Yeah.
Right. The 3 that failed are going to run away. I'm going to make note of them for further into... I'm going to make note of the fact that they have run off. The initial ones are going to attack and be very confused when their attacks have no chance of hitting.
You cannot penetrate the hide of the blue eyes white dragon.
Freaking no.
Do you say that?
Hey, I mean, Nosh was not doing stealth anyway. You're the ones who are hiding.
All right,
Nosh
fair
is
enough.
a giant fuck off dragon. He's following that sucker behind.
So, during your turn, the dragon goes in further, right?
Little by little, because it has to crawl.
Right. You want to go ahead and do that breath attack again, I presume, on the people who are still there.
Fuck yeah.
That's a fail. That's a fail. That one's a crit success. So,
Oh,
7d6. 17. So that guy gets the lucky 8.
Well, that guy takes nothing because it was a crit success.
Okay.
Oh,
Nah.
damn it.
We're gonna dodge the lightning bolt.
Yeah. Turns out he was secretly a ninja this whole time?
I knew it.
Meanwhile,
the
Nosh
others-
is walking behind the dragon, laughing his ass off maniacally.
So the dragon approaching forces these guys to back up some, and at this point it's investigation on their part. Fail.
Yep.
Fail. 17 does meet your spell save DC.
Spell.
So
If you meet it, you beat it.
if you meet it, you beat it,
Okay, glad we established that.
and he can relay to the others that it's a fact.
I don't think they're inclined to believe him. Some of them are already terrified of it. Several have already taken very real damage from it. And, yeah. Even
Well,
if
that-
it is a fake, what good does that do them?
Well,
Or as they
all
can
what it does is give advantage on the saving throw.
They're still gonna take damage.
I mean, fair. But at that point, what they do is they just go further back and kind of start skedaddling away.
Get
Not-
back here, you yellow bastards! You blithering bilge rats, what good are you now?
And the way in is clear now, but everyone knows that you're here. So
Oh boy.
Well, everyone knows that he's here, not
Yeah.
us.
Yes, that's true.
We are
Mm.
staying the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
As long
Not
as
my
the
business.
Blue Eyes and I are walking around, might as well get a lay of the land. Come on,
No.
then, fuckers. It's dungeoneering time.
Yep, just him and Puckers. It's fine.
Have fun, have fun.
so
You,
I
me,
thought we were not
and
here.
the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Have fun, Blue Eyes White Dragon and Nosh.
So keep in mind that the spell only lasts for a minute, and you've
It's
used it, and you've had it for 2 rounds, so you got 4 more rounds of it.
Well, gonna keep on pushing in. We see any people?
You don't see any people at the moment, but you do see a branching hallway to 2 separate rooms.
Let's go to those 2 separate rooms.
Okay.
Start blasting lightning into them.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah. The dragon's up front.
Okay.
It
So
takes
wait.
like
Wait. So you have to pick a direction. You want to go left or right?
Let's start with the left. Always go left.
The left?
The left.
Okay. You blast lightning in. Congratulations. The lightning's heat has melted some of the gold that was in that room.
No.
We can carry it out. I've got the mending spell. It's fine.
So do I, but
And there's a hallway, and there's another short hallway to your right. And that was one of your turns.
Well, let's start throwing lightning down there.
Okay, I'm going to have 1 int saving throw that's going to fail. Roll your damage.
Okay. $24.
Alright.
Just fucking blasting lightning down the
Do you-
corridor.
That's another one of your turns. Are you moving into that room?
I'll check out the room on the left while the dragon proceeds further to the right, blasting lightning as it goes.
No. This is basically up from where that room. This, like, when I say to your right, I mean like it's up basically when you enter the room with the treasure in it, it's to your right, which means it's up on the map. So this is still on the left side of the entire structure, as it were.
Oh. Well, then I'm gonna keep sending the dragon down the tunnel.
What do you mean?
Is there any space beyond these 2 rooms?
So you are having the dragon enter this big room.
No, I'm asking if there's any space beyond these rooms. Like, are these 2 rooms connected to a hallway of sorts?
I have to know if you are entering the room that's further north first.
I'm not entering any rooms with the dragon. That's even
Okay,
more.
Then you
where
don't
do
know that.
go?
Then you do not know that.
Just having the dragon clear the rooms with lightning breath first.
Wait, you're not entering any rooms?
I just said
Okay,
that I'm having the dragon clear the rooms first.
Oh, well, in that case, if you don't enter the treasure room, then you don't know about the other hallway. So you don't know about that one, so you have to go to the right, and you have to blast these other guys.
Okay, let's do that then.
Because if you're not entering the room, then you don't know about
I'm just Nosh is following the dragon from behind. It's cramped. The dragon's the one leading the way.
And I'm asking you what direction you're going. I'm asking you where you are moving. And you're indicating one thing and then doing another.
I'm not doing another. What I'm having.
Okay, can we not, please?
This room has 3 Tritons in it. And this is turn number 4. So I'm gonna have the Tritons do the intelligence saving throw now.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. All of them fail. One of them crit fails. So, roll your damage.
I already did. It was a 20.
No, roll your damage. That was for something that didn't actually happen.
Okay, fine. 27.
Okay. Do you enter this room?
Can I physically enter the space?
Yes.
The guy behind the dragon who is going room by room and filling them with lightning.
Okay, so in that case, do you and the dragon turn around?
I don't think the dragon physically can turn around.
Okay, so we have to go back again because then you can't...
We established that this was pretty tight quarters for it.
You wouldn't even be able to go down those hallways. No, yeah, you would. Wait, no, you wouldn't, because they're... Okay. Okay. You're just making it a little bit more confusing than it needs to be. By summoning a dragon and sending it down tight hallways. So now we have to rewind again. The 2 hallways that the dragon can't go down. Since you're limited to 30 feet of movement, I have to figure out how far you go each turn. 30. Okay, that's 10, 20, 30. 10, 20. You do see another, like, small entryway, like, on practically the last turn that you have the dragon. Because the only hallway big enough for you to go down with the dragon is the main hallway. You do see another small entryway into a room that has the 6 sea elves in it. You do see some of them, but you presume that the others are probably there as well.
I'm going to dismiss the dragon and by casting haste.
Okay.
Now I'm concentrating on a spell that doesn't have the complications of a giant fuck-off dragon. It's done its bit.
Okay.
Nasha's just gonna stroll down the main hallway like he owns the damn place.
Cool. In the meantime, what's the rest of the party doing?
Hiding.
Oh shit. Okay, we're back to us. Yeah.
Are you guys just
hiding.
going to continue hiding?
I mean,
I'm gonna freaking like pull Scout into my hiding spot.
yes, I will go hide with Brandy.
Okay. If you guys are continuing to hide near the entrance, Nosh continues on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. All right. 35 feet from where you cast haste, there is a slight entryway into a room with treasure in it, and you were able to see the treasure in the other room down the hall. You saw the glint of the gold.
We can come back for that later.
Okay. Another 10 feet is a room that has 3 tritons in it.
Are they hostile? Well, I did just blast a shitload of lightning around, so probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Be here of your own free will. I'm asking if they're here of their own free will.
I need to see if they speak common. They do. Okay. So one of them is going to say, "Who the hell are you?" And another one's going to attack you. He's going to run out and attack you. With his little magic.
Well, he's got to break an armor class of 27, so there's that.
I mean, that's fine. He does not break an armor class of 27.
Of course not.
Another one will come forward to attack you.
Shoot.
Will not break that armor class. And at that point, it is your turn.
Let's see here. Said there were 3 of them, right?
Yes, but only 2 of them attacked you. The other one asks who the hell you were.
If you don't know by now, then there's no point telling you. And I'm a green flame blade, the first one who attacked me.
Okay, roll an attack, please.
That's a nat 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even with a plus 11, that's still a nat 1.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. That's very interesting that would happen. Ooh, I had something good planned for that.
Oh, did you know?
So, what's your weapon?
That would be a plus 2 rapier.
Oh, that's a very interesting weapon. So your rapier, you strike forward with your rapier. The guy dodges out of the way. You strike through the stone. This place is starting to flood now. Water is getting in.
Oh, no, not the treasure.
Well, it's a good thing I can still breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Screams internally.
Yeah,
I too am screaming internally. It's okay.
Is
Oh,
that all
that's-
that happens?
That is all that happens. At the moment, you are not disadvantaged by the water yet. But it's their turn.
I don't see how I could be, considering I've got a Cloak of the Manta Ray. And as I have haste up, I still have a second weapon attack.
Okay.
Alright, let's do that then. 23. On the
That'll
first
hit. That'll hit. Wrong syntax.
Yeah. Five damage.
Okay.
Oh. Make that 8 damage. It's supposed to be 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
Because I need to add my dexterity to that. So 8.
Are you using your strength to attack with the rapier or your dex?
Make that 9 damage, yeah. Because my strength is higher thanks to my gauntlet.
Because if you were using your strength to roll the attack, then you use your strength to add to the damage.
Yeah, it's strength, so 9 damage.
Okay. In the meantime, what's the rest of the party doing?
Okay.
Still hiding.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Back to us.
I'm
Finally,
currently still hiding. I don't know what Scout wanted to do.
Do you
Or the
think
captain.
Do you think maybe we should go in?
I think that maybe he's
It would
kind
be-
of taken over the entire expedition at this point.
I
kind
guess
of
he's
has.
the captain now. I guess he's the
kind-
captain now.
He kind of has.
Maybe we should go in.
We should.
Why don't we wait? Why don't we actually wait? See what happens, and if he's still alive by the end of it, then we go in.
Perhaps, yes. That sounds like a
Just
good
wait
idea.
until the dust settles, and then we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good idea.
So it's the three Tritons' turn. The one who asked who you were is just gonna yell for everybody to get over here to help deal with you. Because there's one of you which is, I mean, sidebar, you are kind of taking this campaign, this one shot away from the other players, which is kind of a dick move.
At this point, they're hanging back of their own volition.
You still kind of are.
It's entirely your choice at this point. If you want to get involved, here it is.
You kind of just basically taken over and just started like storming the place all by yourself.
You did.
We're waiting for you to be finished at this point.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 Vidalcan are going to head towards the entryway from the room at the end of the hallway, as is someone behind them. The CLs are going to start heading towards. Some other things are heading towards. But the only things that are attacking you on this turn are the 3 Tritons. First one, miss. Second one, miss. Third one. Dang it, where's the... There it is. That's a miss. Which means it is your turn for the moment.
Alright, so those 2 Vidalcan, are they in range of the... How far away from me are they?
About 20 feet.
So I've got 5 targets all within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a good time to use the Steel Wind Strike step.
Okay.
Melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, the target...
A melee spell attack against each target.
Yep.
But it's a... Hold on.
Steel Wind Strike. You flourish the weapon used in the casting and then vanish to strike like the wind. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a
Don't read it out for me. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Okay, that's if it's a spell attack, then it still uses your spell attack modifier, not your strength.
Yeah. So it'll just be a flat +9.
Okay. So make your rolls.
Alright, first one. That'll be a net 20.
Which one is that one going towards? You need to declare that.
That'll be... Alright. That'll be the... That one's going on the first one that I attacked. This one's going on the second one, the one that attacked me second.
Mm-hmm.
The one that attacked you second? The one that attacked you second. The second attack. That's the one that attacked you second.
This one's going on the talkative one. That'll be a 19. This one's going on the first Vidalcan. That'll be a 17. And the second Vidalcan gets a 27.
Okay, what about the one that attacked you but didn't attack you on the first turn?
Okay, yeah, he gets this one. That'll also be a nat 20.
Okay.
And they each take 6d10 force damage.
Roll 6d10.
$40.
That is some impressive damage.
and I teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the last one.
Okay. So that'll be your turn.
Yup. Any of them drop?
Nope.
Neat.
You did this to yourself.
That I did.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that two. Wait, how far away is this doorway? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
1 moment. I still have my second melee attack because of haste.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Oh, because of haste.
Yes.
Hang on, let me check and make sure that haste lets you get another action when you cast a spell.
It just doesn't let me cast 2 spells on a
Additional action, yes. Okay.
I can.
I was
making
making sure.
It's
I was
alright.
making sure.
Alright.
So who are you attacking?
Well, I'm within 5 feet of the last one I hit, so that'll be going to him.
Okay.
That'll be a 25.
That'll hit.
Plus 1d8 plus my strength modifier, so 11 damage.
Okay. Like I said, you've done this to yourself.
Yes. Yes, I did.
So the 3 Tritons, the 2 Vidalkins, have fully reached you. The head priest is also moving forward. Which should mean that I start doing layer actions. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot he had that spell. So first we're going to have the attacks from the 5 that are going to be properly attacking you.
Yep.
That's a miss. 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 Not a problem. So the priest is going to be casting a spell.
And that is?
Evard's Black Tentacles.
I take it I need to make a saving throw?
Yeah, you must make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, it's a good thing haste gives me advantage on those. That'll be a 10. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's with advantage, so that ain't gonna work, buddy. So you're restrained.
I still... no, I didn't mention I didn't go for the counter spell when I could have. That's on...
Yeah. So, you're restrained.
And it is now my turn.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
You're also going to take 5 damage from that.
Fair enough.
And I have to pull this up because I wasn't expecting to need to use this so quickly. Oh shit, that's the wrong spot. Because I was expecting to have I was expecting to be 2 hours in using this. Shit.
Well, no. No, of course not.
Wow. So then you're going to see a glow from the head priest's hand, and the tentacle is going to strike out at you. A 34 hits you.
Yes, that will.
You're going to take 20 damage, and on top of being restrained, you're also grappled.
Well, it's a good thing that I have a +9 to my athletics. Is it my turn?
At the top of your turn, you will take 3d6 damage since you are restrained by the black tentacles.
That I am.
13.
Okay.
And you get to take your turn, but you are restrained and grappled.
Well, let's start by trying to break that grapple with an athletics check, shall we?
I do need to check and see if you get any kind of further disadvantage,
Fair enough.
which I believe you have disadvantage on. Checks. I'm glad you guys are still managing to enjoy yourself some way. I'm sorry.
I mean, at this point, we've basically gotten back to ship, and we're just waiting for Nosh to
Yeah.
finish down there. And
yeah.
just tell us all about what is it that he saw, or possibly just wait the rest of the day, and if he doesn't come back up, then we'll go down and probably see his corpse.
Yeah, probably.
Why
One
did
way
you go
or
shopping?
another.
God damn it. I am a very prepared DM. I have. To be fair, it's because my shit won't load fast enough.
Oh, wait.
So can I make my athletics check, or is there anything else?
Yeah, go ahead and make the athletics to get out of the grapple.
That'll be 23.
You do escape the grapple, but you are still restrained.
How can that physically...
Because you're grappled and restrained by two different things.
Okay. I thought that the Ivard's black tentacles were what was doing both.
Nope.
Can I cast a spell? If it has verbal components, I can reasonably cast it, right? Because I have Misty Step prepared. And that only has verbal component.
You can cast spells.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Misty Step to get out of there. And it's a 30-foot range.
Okay, you'd still be in the range of Ivard's black tentacles. If you did that.
This is my essay. This is just my essay right now. There we go.
You are still in the range of Avarda's black tentacles, so
Cease.
I couldn't be. But I escaped from my grapple, and I cannot be restrained right now. So as long as I end my turn.
Why can you not be restrained?
Because I teleport. I was one place. Now I am not. And so long as I end my turn outside of the range of the tentacle, which...
But you're not outside the range of the tentacles.
Which with a dash action, I definitely can be.
Hang on. I have to look up, like, really stupid rules now.
So, Brandy, how's your day going?
I mean, you know, it's going.
At least we're not bleeding out in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
We got that going for us.
I feel bad for whoever is inside having to deal with that shit. Like,
You think they've ever seen a giant goblin before?
I mean, I don't think they've ever seen a giant dragon before.
That's true.
Especially one that's not real. And apparently was from a card. I'm not entirely sure. You could make a game out of that.
You could make a game out of that. You could make a children's card game.
You know what? I feel like you could also add some kind of,
You know what?
vehicle.
It might be easy to explain this if you told me how I was being restrained, Boone, because a teleportation spell isn't that...
I have to look it up. I literally have to look up if you can even get out of the black tentacles that way.
Okay. We're gonna chill, okay?
Yeah. I'm not feeling a lot of good vibes right now, so...
I told you I had to look it up. Okay, if you teleport, a creature that has been restrained by it can teleport or be pushed, pulled, or dragged out of the area of the spell, and that does not end the restrained condition. No, you teleporting does not end the restrained condition, and you're still within the area of the spell.
Fair enough, but how am I being restrained? Can I see that?
You are being restrained by tentacles. The only way out of the restrained is to use your action, which you've already used, to make a strength or dexterity save.
Well, it's a good thing I still have the haste spell. So, I'm gonna try and break out of these with a
Hang
strength
on.
save.
Hang on. I need to see if your haste action lets you do that. Because it has a specific list. The action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Cannot attempt a saving throw with that action.
Okay. Let's see. What can I do? Because I'm reasonably sure that I can't do anything with somatic components.
You can still you can do stuff with somatic components. It does not stop you from using somatic spells. It does not stop you from doing a regular attack. You can't cast a spell with your with that haste action though.
That I cannot, but that is good to know.
You can make an attack, but it does have disadvantage because of the restrained condition.
Well, keep in mind, Misty Step is just a bonus action. I still have my...
Yeah, you still have the haste action.
The first action was to escape the grapple.
Yeah.
Wouldn't escaping from grapple end the restrained condition?
No, it would not end the restrained condition on Avard's Black Tentacles because the grapple was from a different thing.
Okay. Well, I think I'll have to tank stuff for another turn.
All right. And these attacks will now have advantage on you.
They still have to break a 27.
I mean, it's a lot easier with advantage. And it's also a lot easier when there's now 7 of them. 2 of the sea elves managed to get to you from that other room.
Ah, caffeine.
Right?
It's
I take it
a.
that Avard's Black Tentacles is not indiscriminate.
No, it is not.
That is good to know.
When these two enter the area, I am going to have them do dex saves. Oh, well, one of them gets restrained, so that's no. They both get restrained, so there's only 5 going at you.
Indiscriminate. So it is indiscriminate.
So you still only have 5 attacks going at you. That'll miss. Ooh, that might hit.
27.
No, it doesn't. Miss. 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 Okay. So all 5 of those miss. Which means they should probably stop trying to attack you. But that's okay, because you've got 3 Tritons that have an ability, and none of them have used it. All 3 Tritons are going to cast a spell.
That spell being?
You don't get the privilege of knowing what that spell is before you decide to counterspell.
Fair enough.
So are you going to counterspell one of them?
I think I ought to do that. Yes, I have the spell slots for it.
Okay.
I'll spend one of my 4th level spell slots for a counter spell.
All right. You counter one of them. 2 of them still. Two of them still need to still get their things. I need you to take 2 dexterity saving throws with disadvantage, but you have advantage from haste.
So just 2 dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
A 10-year-old, by the way.
Oh.
That'll be a 13.
Very smart.
I'm imagining that to fail,
It's not
but
good.
the second
A 13?
one is a 19, which I'm going to imagine is a success.
Yeah, one of those fails, one of those succeeds. So you're going to take some lightning damage. $15. The priest is going to cast a spell now.
Oh, I already blew my counter spell.
All right. Dexterity saving throw.
$22.
I think that passes.
I would think so, yes.
Yeah, that passes. Which means you only take half. On this one, which is good. Which you should have taken half on one of the other ones, but I'm just going to let that slide. So you'll take 9 on this.
Alright.
And then we have 2 Tritons. Who, although they are not within melee range, they are within range to cast their own spell. 2 more dexterity saving throws.
Didn't they already... Nah.
Or, correction, 2 sea elves. I apologize.
2 dexterity saving throws. That'll be a 7, that's a fail, and a 11, that's a fail.
Yep.
Almost certainly.
Yep, you fail both of those.
Part
So
left
that-
me to die. Whatever.
So, 33 more damage.
That'll knock me out. I'm at -3.
And there will be a glow again, and there will be a large tentacle that just smashes in your body.
Okay.
So,
That's 2 death saving throws.
okay. It is your turn.
My armor class is now just a 23 because I'm not concentrating on any...
Now, I have to figure out. The thing is, you're still restrained by Avard's black tentacles, and you're still within the range of the spell, which means technically, you take 3d6 damage.
Okay. So I'm just dead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just dead. Thanks, guys. Great game. Nah, I'm still good.
All right.
But I am
I
good.
told you did it to yourself.
Hey, I got myself into that situation, sure. But the party's the one that left me to die.
Probably because it was suicidal.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be.
Oh
It
no!
didn't have to be, but it was.
Because you charged in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You charged right through the whole damn place.
Okay,
Look,
sorry. I am
again,
on my.
that's
I am
on
my
me.
phone now.
Mm-hmm.
You're
But
fine.
the party did leave me to die. Those are
No.
two irrefutable.
No, you.
I went in on my own, and that was my
Okay,
bad.
okay.
You
Time
guys
out.
left me to
Time
die.
out. Time out.
Wait.
Time out. Just time out. Okay?
Yeah, to be fair, you kind of went in on your own.
I'm not
Cosmo?
refuting that.
Steven. Cosmo and Steven, just
All right.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. I love you both. But chill out for just a moment. DM?
Yes.
Is it cool if I talk to you privately, please?
Yeah.
Are we still streaming?
I'm gonna stop the stream for a moment. I'm gonna wait for the stream to actually get back.
Okay.
All right, it's saying that I have excellent connection right now, even though it's not showing me any.
Your connection is so excellent that we're not gonna bother helping you.
We're not gonna even bother with it. So you
We're
guys,
not gonna even bother.
so you guys wait up at the top.
Okay. What's going on now?
You guys are back at the boat. Sanriel
Okay,
is
well-
like, hated what?
Yeah. Went in.
I'm
We're
not
going
that
and-
stupid. I'm not that stupid.
I know. I know. Hey, if we find his corpse, can we loot it?
Why
Probably.
would you say something like that at a time like this?
Well, I mean, you know, he's basically giving up his stuff by omission.
I suppose, but I mean, he just passed.
To be
Yeah,
fair, we
he
don't
got
even
stuff first.
necessarily know that he's dead yet.
Probably is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, probably. You Treep, you are such a sucker sometimes, I swear.
Yes.
Embarrassed Treep is embarrassed. So you guys continue waiting all the way to the next morning. And still at this point, Nosh hasn't come back.
Well, I think we can confirm that he is either captured and or dead.
Shouldn't
Or
we at
both.
least- But shouldn't we at least have a memorial for him?
Do we really know him that well?
Well,
Not-
no, but still,
Really, but still, if we...
he wasn't.
I don't know. I feel like we're ill fit to really like hold a proper memorial.
I mean, I could at least do something for him.
I mean, if it's the basics of the basics, then sure.
Mm-hmm. Scout will go over to the edge of the boat. After she rummages through her bag, she'll gently like wave a thing of dust and say a prayer.
I want you to roll a religion check.
Okay, religion. Let me pull up my character sheet. I actually took it down for a moment. Religion. Okay.
We're taking a break. It's fine.
Wait, shoot. 15.
Okay, nothing happens. I wanted to roll that religion check to see if you got like a really high roll. Then you'd get
Okay.
then you'd get a very direct answer as to what's happened to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But as far as I
Laugh
know,
all you guys want, but at the end of the day, we all made our choices, and now there's one less of us who has to live with them.
So as far as I'm aware, I still don't know what's happened to him.
No, as far as you're aware,
Okay.
you still don't know what's happened.
Okay.
Hey, if worst comes to worst, that's probably the best thing that you could have done.
You really think so?
Yeah. Besides, I think we're smarter by, not charging in blindly and
Perhaps, but
it sucks.
it's sad to see another life go.
Yeah. C'est la
Yes,
vie,
but what he said, things do go on after.
I suppose.
We still have no idea what.
Okay, well, what do we know? We do know that once I triggered the trap, there was some kind of loud noise.
So it was probably simply an alarm.
Yeah.
Surely I must have alerted some of them.
By the
If
time
not
that we get
all.
back down there, they're probably going to reset everything, probably get back to their stations, repairing whatever damage might have been done inside.
Perhaps. So we'll have to find a new way in then.
We should perhaps see what they've done with the old way, though.
Then look around to see what kind of entrances or exits that we can find. Hey, Scout!
Yeah?
You can basically turn into, like, any kind of creature that you can think of, right?
Yes, of course.
You
Why do you ask?
could probably turn into like a fast fish or something.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is you head down there, turn yourself into the appropriate kind of fish, and then you just look around, see what's happened. Whatever is left down there. You don't have to grab anything, you don't have to like engage with anything. Keep yourself at a safe distance and just look around, see what's there, and then come back up and tell us. Okay?
Scout go scouting.
Scout goes scouting, you're adorable.
Alright then, if you insist.
Is that okay with you, Captain?
With
That
your
seems
permission,
like
of course.
that seems like a good idea to me.
Alright.
Alright. She will take off her skirt. She has like little shorts on underneath her skirt. And she will dive right into the water. And turn into a fish.
I'm a fish.
I'm a fish. Swimming around, I'm a fish.
I'm a fish.
Oh, fucking fish.
So where are you trying? So are you trying to go near where the entrance was first?
Yeah, I'm scouting out the area
Okay.
again.
So first of all, when you get nearer to the entrance, I do want you to roll a perception check.
Perception, you Dizzity got it, sir. 18.
Okay, so you notice that where the underwater waterfall thing was,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
it is more opaque than it was before. It's harder
Okay,
to
let
see
me write
through.
that down. Let me write that down real quick. Waterfall, more opaque.
Mm-hmm. It is harder to see through.
Okay. Hard to see through. Okay, got that written down.
Mm-hmm.
Can I swim around in other places to see what the Dizzity go is?
Maybe
Roll
see if you
and
can find a window while you're at it too.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah. I'll
roll
do that
an
too if I
investigation.
can. Investigation? Yes, sir. Aw, 10. Dang it.
10? Okay.
Yeah. Shoot.
So you do get some like basic info on like the structure of the place.
Okay.
It seems to have been designed to be underwater, thus having like extra windows and whatnot. Not entirely a thing.
Okay, so not as many windows.
Not really any actual windows. Like I said, it's meant to be an underwater temple fortress, whatever the hell this is.
Right.
Matter of fact,
right.
roll a religion check.
Okay, shoot. Alright. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you know that this isn't... You know what type of temple this is. It is not a temple worshipping a god. It's a temple worshipping a kraken.
Excuse me, but what now?
It's a temple worshipping a kraken.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I do not like this, Sam. I do not like the temple worshipping the Kraken. I do not like this temple, Sam.
Dr. Seuss's famous book, Green Eggs and Jesus Christ, is that a fucking kraken?
Jesus Christ, is that a fucking Kraken? Well, shoot. Is there anything else that I can do? No way in hell am I gonna try to sneak in there.
Just see if there's maybe like a back entrance something.
Yeah, can I investigate to see if there's any more ways inside the temple?
Roll me another investigation.
Yes, sir. Another dirty 20.
Okay, so what you managed to find is that there are little like sneaky ways around, and you go like between these between sort of these structures in it, and you do manage to find that there's like a crack in one of the walls, and there's water going into here at this point, but it does seem to be stopping at certain points.
Okay.
And it's pretty small, but chances are with people that are a little bit stronger, you may be able to open it back up a little bit more.
Small but able to open. Alright. With that, I think just to play it safe, I am gonna go ahead and swim back up to the ship, because I don't want any of these fuckers to see this fish kind of like watching their structure, because they might catch on.
What's your stealth? What's your
Shoot,
stealth
myself is
modifier?
plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Okay. You see one of them come out of a back way that you didn't really see before.
You want me to roll?
And they
stealth?
look right at you.
I'm a fish, I'm a fish, I'm a fish, I'm a fish. I'm just minding my own business. I'm a fish.
Roll a performance check.
50.
It's not too bad.
I'm a fish. Fish? Question mark.
They narrow their eyes at you and start swimming towards you.
I'm just swimming around, minding my own business. Don't mind me. I'm a
Swim
fish.
away. Fish get easily scared.
Yeah. Can I swim away?
You can swim away. What's your swim speed?
What's my what? My speed?
Your
30.
Your swim speed.
Oh shoot, my swim speed. Fuck. Is it on here? Shoot.
What fish did you turn into?
I am. Let me look at what fish exists in the ocean. I'm probably just like a fish or something.
Fish.
I'm a clownfish. I'm a clownfish. I'm a clownfish. Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's a stat block specifically for clownfish, but I'm gonna look it up.
Here, I'll look.
Hide in a sea an enemy.
Go out and then slide back in. You go out and then slide back in.
So you're Ellen DeGeneres.
I am just keep swimming.
There is a stat block for Ellen DeGeneres. I'm sure.
Oh shoot! Really?
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Oh,
Like, if I can't find it, I'm just gonna find the stat block for like just
Here I will
school of fish or a fish
go. A fish.
or a
Fish.
school of fish or giant fish.
Let's go with giant fish.
Oh, swarm of quippers. That's
There we go.
that's
Sure.
your swim speed is 40, so you can outpace. You can outpace the boy.
I am swimming away.
You are swimming away.
I am. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swimming. What do we do? I swim.
Confirmed. Scout is Ellen DeGeneres.
I
And I did have them make a perception roll to see if they would know where you're going, but they didn't figure out where you're going. So
Yes!
good.
Okay.
Atta girl.
I swim back up to the surface, and I climb on board the ship.
Atta girl. Look at you.
It's not a temple for a god.
All right.
She grabs Brandy by the arm. It's a temple for a kraken.
That might be worse. That
Oh!
might be worse.
But I did find a few ways in,
Okay.
Good.
and I will relay the information that I found and give it to Brandy and the crew.
Okay.
Including about the water stopping.
Yes, and yes, about the water stopping as well. Absolutely.
Okay.
I will give them all the information that.
Treep is going to be very intrigued by that.
don't know if we should go back down there. If they're worshipping a kraken.
Very likely a kraken might show up if we piss them off.
Exactly.
You didn't happen to see Nosh down there, now did you?
I couldn't go in there.
That's fine.
I
It's okay.
couldn't risk it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay. You did really good. You did really, really good.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you got a couple of ways in. Definitely pissed off, and they're definitely on high alert now.
Treep seems to be thinking.
If you have any creative ideas, I'm open to suggestions.
I think I may have an idea what we're looking for down there.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What is
If
it?
we can get into that back entrance, we may be able to sneak out with it.
You think so?
Possibly.
Was that place guarded?
Very. They're on such high alert right now.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait a while before things can, like, die down.
Yeah. Nosh busting into the temple didn't really do as good. Now they have even more guards. They're on even higher alert. We'll have to wait at least a day. If we want any chance of making it through.
Sanriel just looks at Trip, and Trip has this... Actually, Brandy, I want you to roll insight.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Aww.
You can't tell what he's thinking at all. Sanriel's like,
That's a first.
Trip, you're not, are you?
What?
What's the matter?
He's thinking about going down there.
By yourself?
Now?
Of all times?
I suppose you could call it a rune seeker's intuition.
But you could get killed.
And it'd be very stupid. Look, I understand the urgency of it, especially now, but at the same time, the better that we're patient, the better treasure we're gonna get at the end of it.
We can't risk it.
If they don't just run off.
You think they're gonna pick up a temple and just, like, swim out?
No,
No,
they
the
could
temple
do even
will still-
worse.
No, the
They
temple
could
could
summon
still...
a kraken.
Right. We'll wait a day. We'll wait for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Beyond that, no... Beyond that, we can't afford to wait.
I'm alright with that.
Okay.
So you guys wait the day. Treat goes to you, Brandy. It's like, I should tell you what I'm looking for down there.
Aww. You want to keep me included on your secrets.
Embarrassed Treep is embarrassed.
Roll for embarrassment.
It's a nat 1.
Yeah, his face is completely red.
No, his entire body is completely red.
His entire body is
Chameleon! Chameleon Frog Boy! Chameleon Frog Boy. It's not his face that blushes, it's everything that blushes.
So, what you want to show me?
He pulls out his runestone, which you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, there are a few runestones that are not tied to a particular person. They are tied directly to a school of magic.
Mm-hmm.
I believe one of them is down there. I have good reason to believe so. I've seen indications of that type of magic being used quite frequently in this area, and I've seen eyewitness reports of, well, what I can only describe as runic language being seen in places in the area. Which seems to indicate either a rune seeker down there, or that the Elder Rune of Transmutation is there.
Okay.
I don't want that thing in the wrong hands. I definitely don't want that thing in the hands of a Kraken priest.
So, any kind of treasure that we find is basically, not as important as this here. Once we find it, and we get it out of their hands, what do you plan to do with it?
I can't destroy it.
Thinking of locking it up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm down with that plan. We just need to find out where it is. We're gonna have to do it quietly and carefully. I say that in the morning, we have Scout investigate the area again, see what's changed, see what's not, and whatever she finds down there, she reports back to us, and based on that information, proceed accordingly there.
Agreed.
I think we should also mention the fact that we are looking for a specific item here. And if she happens to see something that is different from the norm of treasure that might be inside, and she reports what she sees.
Then we're in agreement.
Okay, cool. So, am I on top this time, or are you?
Fade to black.
Meanwhile, in the distance,
The-
what does that mean?
the answer is you.
Cool.
So the next morning, Zanriel is once again throwing burgers at people.
I'm rolling to avoid being hit by the Borgar again.
Roll.
I would like to. I would like to roll to see if I can catch one in my mouth.
roll dexterity. Roll dexterity.
Fuck yeah!
Guess what? Natural 20 this time. I catch
got-
the Borgar.
I got
Do
a
it.
non-natural 20.
You were trying to catch it in your mouth. You catch it in your mouth. Scout, you got a natural 20.
I did.
I catch it
Oh,
in my
you-
what? I'm sorry.
You catch it in your mouth.
Yes!
Scout, you got the nat 20. You do a backflip and catch it in your mouth.
What? Okay. Shoot. Well, all right then.
Sabriel smiles. It's
Look
like
at you, Scout,
it's like
just freaking.
it's like
I do
good.
a
You're
cute-
learning.
I do a cute little curtsy.
I'm gonna
You're
roll for Treep
adorable.
now.
Aw,
Treep Treep does not manage to catch it this time. It's like, would you stop?
You're
course.
What? Hello?
Trip, you're a little bit off your game right now. It's all right. I understand. Last night was a bit rough.
So you know that whole entire body turning red thing.
What's the color of this? What's the color?
But he also does look a bit distracted from burger time. Because and you understand why.
Yep. Oh, he just had a rough night's sleep. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, you understand why both having a rough night in one sense, and also,
Another, yeah.
feels a lot of pressure. He's feeling a lot of pressure right now.
Okay, so, hey, Scout.
Right.
So, here's the dealio. We're gonna need you to do what you did last night again, just to see what's changed.
Right.
Probably come back as like a different fish this time.
Come back with what?
As a different fish. That way they're not really suspicious of the same thing happening.
Of course. Right. I can do that. No problem.
Captain, anything you want to add?
Yes. He pulls out his runestone. It's this white stone with glowing blue markings on it.
Do I recognize this stone?
Well, he's had it before, but go ahead and roll Arcana.
Arcana? Yes, sir.
So what?
Natural 20.
Oh! Okay!
Tell me about the stone, motherfuckers.
So, what I was going to tell you on a success is that you know that it is a focus for a type of magic that is incredibly old, and in fact, like to many people, outdated because it's technically more difficult, but it's capable of being really powerful. Known as runic magic. You get more. You know some of the specifics of the runes that Treep uses.
Right, okay.
What's on Treep's runestone? I just have to pull up.
What are on the runes?
So, first of all, you know that he's level 15.
Okay, he's level 15.
Right, you're like able to sort of, for a nat 20, you get to read read runic. Like for a moment. In this specific instance, you get to read runic. You know he's level 15.
Okay.
Which means he can cast a 6th, a 7th, and an 8th level spell.
Okay.
You know that his school of magic is transmutation.
Okay.
Give
me 1 second. Let me put this shit down. Level 15 transmutation? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
You also know certain runes of power that he has, which are like they're one of them is Dragon's Breath. One of them is his Dragon's Breath spell. He can cast that for free.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple of other spells he can cast for free.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you like everything because I haven't decided everything.
No, that's fine. I totally understand.
But you also know that at his level, this runestone that he has is a Philosopher's Stone. Which means if he dies, as long as his stone isn't destroyed, he returns to life. After a number of days.
Her eyes go big.
You also know that it's been a Philosopher's Stone for... No, you don't know how long it's been a Philosopher's Stone. I'm not going to
Okay, no, I figured I wouldn't know.
Because that actually matters for what appearance, for what age he'd revive at.
Right, okay. So are those the things that I know then?
Those are the things that you know.
Okay, her eyes go humongous and she looks right at him. Where did you find this?
It's mine.
How did you get it?
I made it myself.
I've only heard the rumors of Philosopher's Stones. But to see one in...
By the way,
She, like,
it's a Philosopher's Stone because, by the way, it becomes...
Yeah.
One's rune stone becomes a Philosopher's Stone at level 14.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's...
She gently touches the stone. To see one in real life. Where did you find this stone? You said you made it?
I carved the runes into it myself. It is my personal rune. I'm what's known as a rune seeker.
I've only heard the stories of Philosopher's Stones. They say they can bring people back from the dead.
Well, people not so much as the one who created it. It's...
My mother used to tell me about Philosopher's Stones all the time when I was growing up. Do you think there might be a Philosopher's Stone down there?
It's not a Philosopher's Stone. It's something more powerful.
He starts to put his stone away.
It is what's known as a...
Could it bring someone back from the dead?
Hang on, I have to look at the list of every transmutation spell to see if...
She's asking all the questions. She's asking all these questions.
This is a question I wasn't entirely expecting, but I'm kind of glad it's getting asked.
Well, I mean, you know why she would be asking something like this.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yes, you know why she would ask a question like this.
At the moment, I'm going to say, this one? No. Not this one.
She immediately, slowly moves her hands away from the stone and at her sides. Oh.
It is an elder rune. There are 9 of them, one for each school of magic.
Right. My apologies.
No.
Hey, it's okay. I was curious about it too.
I mean, I was curious for a different reason, but...
No, I get you. You got your reasons. I won't pry.
Obviously, being able to only suffer loss with no real... But this one can stop. But the one we're looking at can do things like, no, I don't know, stop time. So...
Interesting. Alright. What do you need of me?
If you find a stone somewhat similar to this to that one down there, I need to know about it.
I'll do my best.
If it's whether it's the whoever's down there is a rune seeker, or it actually is the Elder Rune of Transmutation.
I'll do my best.
We can't leave that in the wrong hands.
Right.
This person would be able to turn themselves into a kraken.
Mm-hmm. I won't let that happen. All
Yeah,
right.
that obviously
Okay.
sounds bad.
It is bad.
Yes, it does sound bad. Right. Okay, I'll do it.
Good.
And she will go out to the deck and dive in. And she is
Okay.
going to turn herself into a not going to be equippers again, because that might be suspicious.
Well, you were a clownfish. I just used the Quipper stat block to determine your
I was
swim
a
speed.
clownfish. I will be a...
Probably something small. Something small and fast.
Do you think an angelfish would be small and fast, or do you think that'd be too big?
I think it's too flashy.
True.
Something small and simple.
Turn into a bass.
Bass?
No.
No!
No.
Sea bass.
Sea bass. Let's see, the fastest fish. Ooh, these are all big. I don't like these big fish. Smallest fish. Small fish.
Because I was about to say,
No,
if it's as long as it's small, I'll let you use the Quipper stat block for its speed. So,
How about a surgeon fish?
surgeon fish.
I believe I've seen one of those before in Animal Crossing.
It's big. I'm Dory. I'm basically Dory now. I'm Dory now.
So yeah, go get your scalpel.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
God.
No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all.
Go
I
in
know
the
you're not.
corner. Think about what you've done.
Okay, I've thought about what I've
Say
done.
surgeon fish. Say surgeon
I'm
fish
still
like
not
that,
sorry.
Flashy, so. I know you're not. So I know you're not.
At least she's thought about
I'm
it.
not sorry. I'm not
I
sorry.
know.
At least you've thought about it.
I
Call
did
me
think about it.
Dory.
I thought about it before I said it.
Call me
So
Dory from now on. Okay, so yes, I am
what-
now a surgeon fish.
So what part of the structure do you want to look at first?
Whichever one will be the least expecting, or rather, not least expecting. One that's not really being as watched. So, let me go back to my handy dandy notes. What do I got down? You said there was a crack in the wall, right?
Do you approach the front to see what's up first though? Or where do you how do you approach the place so that I can give you an image of what you immediately see?
I will casually swim by.
Okay.
pretending that I'm-
It's a lot less opaque now.
Okay,
there?
less opaque.
Mm-hmm.
So more transparent now.
Yes, it looks more like it did before.
Okay.
In fact, I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception, that is 26.
All right. So what you see is further down in this hallway, you do see something on the floor. It looks pretty large.
Alright. Okay, so further down the hall on the floor.
Yeah. Further down the hall. Pretty far down the hall too.
Okay.
So
do
like
you see
it's
on the
far
floor?
it's far enough away that you can't really make it out, but it does look large enough to be a person.
Okay. I will slowly swim closer to get a look at it.
Roll a perception. I'm going to make it a little bit easier to see what exactly it is when you.
Okay, I got 18.
So the thing about it is, they just left Nosh's body laying there.
Oh. That's Nosh?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell if he's alive or dead?
There's no movement.
He's uber dead.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead. Oh no.
Bitch dead.
Oh no, he dead.
Oh no, he
Shoot.
did. Oh no, he
Oh,
did.
No, he dead. Yeah, no, she's just floating there. Yeah, no, she's traumatized. This
I'd like
poor
for you to
little
make a
monster.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Since you said you were traumatized.
15.
Okay, you managed to
My
not swim
wisdom
away
save
in
is
terror.
My wisdom is
Okay,
plus
you
8,
managed to-
baby. Okay, so
Damn it, why'd you have to save?
okay, so I swim away. Okay, I swim away, but
Yeah, don't say that don't say that your character's traumatized. I will make you roll a wisdom saving throw.
He did.
This is just a general rule when you're working with me as a DM.
Okay, but she saw the dead body of her comrade.
Yeah.
So in the water for a few days. It's probably bloated and not looking good. Right?
No, it's not
Yeah.
looking good. And it does look like
Yeah.
it was smashed in down the middle by like a large blunt thing.
Yeah, no, I just swim away in absolute terror.
Which you guys heard what happened. You guys heard what
I
happened,
did
so
not.
you guys.
I did
Yeah.
not. I was getting more coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
Scarlet knows. Yeah, Scarlet knows what that means. So.
Scarlet, you can, if you want, you can DM me what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, like TLDR, he got crushed.
He got crushed by a giant tentacle. And more smaller tentacles.
Okay, so yeah, I swim away.
Okay.
I made it through my wisdom save throw, so I snap out of it and quickly swim.
So, where would you like to explore ties next?
Let me think. I will move forward down the hall for now.
You'll move down the hall?
Oh wait, no. I feel like a good idea. Risking my life.
Yeah, you'd also have to get out of fish form because you'd be going into
no,
open.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going back up.
Would you be able to turn into something else once you kind of swim up? You could turn into like a small crustacean or small
Maybe?
bug or something.
Maybe? Can I turn into a... Let me look at crustaceans. Oh, that's a very unflattering picture of a fish. Thank you for showing me that, Google.
Fish are fucking ugly.
Fish are very ugly. Fun fact. Fish are disgusting to look at. Oh,
This is why we keep them in the ocean.
shit. Yeah, that's why
can
they
stay pretty.
Fuck, yeah, okay, I guess I'll turn into a tiny crustacean and, like, hang out on...
Turn into a tiny crustacean, hang out like
on the wall / ceiling, just so they don't
Okay.
see me.
You do notice, as a matter of fact, I want you to roll an Arcana check as you see the writing along the top and the bottom.
Okay, 13.
That's not good enough to be able to read it, but you can tell that it's the same sort of language that was on Treep's runestone.
Okay.
Which means you know somebody that might be able to read it.
Might be able to what now?
Read it.
Yes. Okay.
About 20 feet in, the hallway, it's still straight, but there's also a hallway to the left and hallway to the right that's thinner.
The one on the right is thinner?
Both of them are thinner. The straightforward is a straight shot. It doesn't change in size.
Okay,
Occasionally you do see people go back and forth in and out of like certain rooms, but like you don't really notice a whole lot of
Okay.
people.
They don't see
People
you.
don't people don't notice you. People don't care about you.
Okay.
Use a crab.
That's good. As a crab, I'm a crab. Yeah. I will go... Did Nash go on the left on this one?
Nosh didn't go in either direction.
Okay. I will go to the right.
Okay, you go to the right. This room, there seem to be 3 Tritons hanging out. And you speak Aquan, correct?
I do speak Aquan.
So you can understand what they're saying.
Yee, delicious.
They
Girl!
they are talking about they're talking about water soccer.
Fun.
And one of them,
Hey, they're
and
talking
one of
about
them,
Water Stalker.
and one of them asks something about if the head priest, what the head priest is planning on doing with that stone he found.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna write this down. Give me a second. Okay, I got it written down. This is juicy.
This may end up having a part 3, by the way, like with how this is
Yeah,
running.
this looks like that'll be a part 3.
Yeah, this is gonna end up being a part 3, most likely.
It's a 3-parter.
All right, I
Yeah.
am listening into what the priest is planning to do with the stone.
Like, they don't seem to fully know, but it's like we could all be Krakens. It would be great. It would be awesome if we were all Krakens.
These things are not like Corona. They're not handsome. They're not smart. They're not funny.
They're not like Corona. It's almost
No.
like they're evil.
Freaking, I was gonna feel bad, but now I don't.
Do I hear anything else?
Not too much else. They're just having idle conversation. Are you straight up? By the way, there is a hallway going further north from this room.
Shoot. Okay, I'll go north.
You go north
Okay.
into a room that is mostly empty. But you see But you do see a figure that doesn't look like the others, kind of huddled up in the corner. They do appear to be a living person.
Oh, okay.
And they look human.
Ooh.
Wait,
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Which race was your mother? Scout?
Oh shoot! I had it in here somewhere. Give me just a second.
Because you're a half elf, right?
I am a half elf.
Right. Which race was your mother?
I believe she was a human and father was a elf.
Sorry, he looks more elven. I apologize.
Excuse me, please do not play with my emotions
sorry.
right now. I do not
I
appreciate that.
apologize. I apologize.
I don't like this one bit.
But very disheveled. I would like for you to roll
Oh no.
a history check.
Dirty 20.
So you remember your mother giving you descriptions of what your father looked like and who your father was. Like, you often ask, what was daddy like?
Okay.
And this seems, other than him being like clearly disheveled as fuck and probably starving too, this seems to match.
Okay. Oh, fuck me. This is probably a terrible, terrible idea. I am going to turn back into my normal form
Uh-huh.
and slowly approach this man.
This man looks up, and there seems to be a hint of recognition for a moment. And he just tilts his head and is like, how'd you get in here?
I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Uh-huh.
May I ask your name?
So remind me, Cosmo, what did you say your dad's name was?
I don't believe I ever gave him a name.
Okay, so I get to name him. Fantastic.
Yes, you get to name this man.
Okay, cool. I'll do that then. Andreas.
She goes like pale. Her eyes get big. Did you ever know a woman named Greta? A human woman? In the woods?
Yes. Yes, he goes to stand up. And his jaw just drops.
She probably looks like almost like Greta. But obviously
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
This is so wholesome.
You're... my father.
I would like for you to roll a perception check.
21.
Okay. What you see is a very thin sort of tunnel near the back.
Okay, a tunnel in the back. Let me write this down.
Yeah, in the back of the room. Back corner of the room.
Okay.
It's thin enough where you could fit through it as a person.
Oh.
It's kind of like half a square, so it's technically difficult terrain.
Okay, so it's big enough for a medium-sized person to get through. Okay.
Right, but it counts as difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
write that
because
down
it's
too.
too thin for you to really like move quickly through.
Right. She slowly like touches it, like even
I'm sorry?
like she's very like feeling a lot of emotion right now, so she
She slowly what?
touches his face, like just to see if this is real or not.
Oh, it's real. It is really happening.
Yeah, she is shaking.
He just looks around. It's like, how are we going to get out of here?
Over there. There's a. Looks like you can fit in one at a time.
That's not going to be a way out.
But I'm not leaving you here.
That is not a way. That is not a way out. It leads towards the leader's room. The main room of the place. I don't know if it's really the leader's room, but I managed to have like a hidden way to try to see what they were doing.
But why are you here? How did you get here? I have so many questions.
I had heard about these worshippers of Krakens and I wanted to do something about them. There were other people who came here with me. I don't think they were as lucky as I was. I've managed to hide out here. Anytime I hear someone coming, I typically am able to just hide away for the most part.
But I can't just leave you here. Are there any fish or crustaceans of any kind in this room? Any at all?
Roll me a nature check to see if there are. I'm gonna have you
Okay.
roll a nature check to see if they are there.
27. I have high
There's a good
proficiency
crab.
in nature.
There's a good crab.
I am going to cast Animal Messenger.
Okay.
I am. Let me. Animal Messenger 5e. Just so I can double check the spell.
Mm-hmm.
24 hours by means of the spell. Use an animal to deliver a message. Choose a tiny beast. See within range, such as squirrel, jay, bats, etc. Specify location. You specify a location which you must have visited, and a recipient who matches the general description is man or woman dressed in uniform. Up to 25 words. Okay. Travel duration spells. Okay. If you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, duration of spell increases by 48 hours. I am going to use Animal Messenger at 3rd level just so it can last the 48 hours, because I assume this is a small good crab boy.
Yes.
So it might take him a little bit longer to get to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast this as a 3rd level. I'm going to take out Speak with Plants and replace it with Animal Messenger. Let me write it.
Yeah, that's fine, because I figure you'd probably change what you have prepared anyway, so. Because Speak with Plants, it's not that useful talking to Seaweed.
Seaweed, I heard you was a bitch.
Hey, yo, how you gonna talk to me like that, son? I'll give you that whap! Give you that whap!
Hello, you know I graduated high. With honors and fucking.
I'll let you
Shut up.
picture what the seaweed is doing when it says these things.
It's like wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And then it like whips
that?
whips one of its leaves when it says whap.
Whap. It's a whap goblin. It's whapping time.
Oh my god.
Sways in the ocean violently.
I like that this is a multi-parter for these reasons.
1, 2,
These,
3,
these
4,
are the
5,
reasons
6,
that it should be a multi-parter. Wholesomeness and memes.
Yes.
Not necessarily in that order.
I mean, it was in this order.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In this instance, maybe.
9, 10,
Yeah.
13, 14. Okay, I got 14 words. Alright, so I will post it here. Am inside temple, found father, guards everywhere, come quickly, Kraken wall, be careful.
You didn't check and see if that crack was still in the wall, did you?
Shoot, no I didn't! Fuck! Okay, fuck. Okay, so I got in through the,
Through the main
Oh,
entrance.
yeah, through the main entrance. Okay, shoot. Sorry, I'm all over the place now.
You're fine, you're fine.
Um... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14.
Also, sidebar, you saw 3 people in one room.
Yes.
And then no one else. Except Nosh dead. Nosh is
Yes.
dead, bloated body.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Better?
That'll work.
Okay, phew. Alright, so she takes the crab gently in her, whispers the message in his ear and casts Animal Messenger. And then she kneels down and like sets it in on the, or she goes over and sets it on the wall. Go, quickly. Tell the others.
The animal messenger will scurry to give
Aha.
inform.
Okay, so I casted that as a 3rd level, so he's got 48 hours, 24 hours to deliver the message.
So about like 10 hours later, back up on the ship, I'd imagine that Treep is definitely like watching with somewhat of a concern.
He do a great concern.
Yeah, Brandy's doing a bit of the same.
A bit of a concern. But a crab comes up. Crawls up the ship. Sanriel's about to stab it. It's like, hold on, don't wait.
Please don't stab the crab.
Scout.
Am inside temple, found father, guards everywhere, come quickly, came in through main entrance, 3 guards in room to right. Message is delivered. Crab explodes. Crab doesn't explode.
This crab will explode in 10 seconds.
Okay, so we know where she's at. We need to head down there and see if we can rescue her and her dad, I suppose. Fuck.
Indeed. All right.
Okay.
So, I want to pose a question to the players.
Yes.
Do you want to continue right now, or do you want to save it for part 3?
I think we should save it for part
Let's
3.
save it for part 3.
This seems like a good place. This seems like a
Yeah,
good place
this
to pause
is a
for
good
part
place
3.
to pause for now.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So, that has been part 2 of Deep Divers of Damuteki, which is totally a one-shot, guys, I promise.
It's not a one-shot anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, nerd.
Technically, it's a one-shot because, like, it's like a short adventure, is what it is.
It's a long one shot that we have to break up in.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I will see you guys in 2 weeks, October 20th. 20th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For Deep Divers of Damuteki, Part 3. We've got 2 players left. I may see if we can get another third to join.
I mean, perfectly fine with the 2, to be fair, but
If y'all are fine with the 2,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we
We'll-
yeah, we'll talk.
about it.
We'll talk about it. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Catch you guys later.
Bye.